The NFL Conference Championships were about one thing.
A little booty tap.
Make that two things.
It's about us. It's always been about us and what we do.
Players were flailing and flopping in the snow like hotcakes, and muffing punts even when there wasn't any weather.
He lost it. Seattle recovers.
Tony Romo treated us to a new game: verbal diarrhea or functional alcoholism.
In the study, steady.
Which could it be? And Sean McVay's enthusiasm was so infectious, I felt the need to mask up.
I don't know how you keep it up for that many hours. It's amazing.
Welcome to Shut Up Football. I'm Jeff Stoltzfus. That's Kevin. Let's put these games under a microscope. All two of them. What say you, the Tom Brady?
A little booty tap. I need it.
Welcome to Denver, where the air is thin but the mountains are thick. The Broncos were playing without their starting quarterback. No Bo Nix, but they had a Bo Nito. And backup Jarrett Stidham, who Tony Romo assured us does know how to throw a football, which is one of the top three things a quarterback does after touching another man's taint and Omaha'ing. They made a big deal that Stidham hadn't thrown a game pass in 2 years, which I get, but he is a quarterback, right? You didn't go straight to the town notary. He guided the Broncos to an early score after connecting with Cortland Sutton, itty-bitty stiddy committee. There was hope in Mile High as Bo Nix watched from the cuck chair. There was a promising start, but soon it became clear Jarrett Stidham was no Nick Foles. Sean Payton outcoached himself after denying a chip shot field goal. He went for it on fourth down against an aggressive defense. Who needs three when you could have none? You're slapping cheddar biscuits out of Oliver Twist's hands because you want lobster. It was a choice that would come back to haunt him later, like Chipotle. Drake May would be tested by this vaunted Broncos defense, but he was also an MVP candidate, making him both the tester and the testy. Calamity after Jarrett Stidham shot put in a backwards pass for a fumble. It should have been a Patriots touchdown, but the ref whistled it dead. A major mistake, but I appreciate the fact that the moment the ball came his way, he surrendered. Drake May squirreled up the middle for 6 and tied the game. Weather set in, and Mike Vrabel yearned for his sleeves. The Patriots kicked a field goal in the third, and I hope you hate points, because you will never see more in this game. This game was so bad, the Lord tried to bury it. Visibility was low, invisibility was high, maybe, and everyone was fucking pointing at something. It looked like Michael Irvin's bathroom counter. My neighbor was there. Fuck off, Steve. Late in the game, the Patriots blocked a field goal. Bet you give your left nut for 3 points now, huh, Sean? They cleared off the hash marks by dragging Bo Nix's body with a rope. Stidham tried to force one deep, and Christian Gonzalez intercepted him like a raft from Cuba. Is this a revenge game for Josh McDaniels? Why is he wearing a visor in a snowstorm? Drake May completed only 10 passes. He never crossed 100 yards passing and took 5 sacks. The Broncos fell apart under the weight of their own bad decisions. I've never seen a Clydesdale shit the bed before. Congratulations to the New England Patriots. We're already sick of you all over again. Welcome to Seattle. Don't share Space Needles. It was the Seattleist of Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. Sean McVay spent the pregame creeping on Kyler Murray. Fox stole the flag from outside a car dealership. Jay Glazer looks like a well-dressed thumb. He looks like the kingpin in a Daredevil movie that can only afford extras. This turned into a firefight between MVP hopeful Matthew Stafford and that kid from The Sixth Sense. The Seahawks were without working mom's favorite Zach Charbonnet. He had to sit his Pinot Noir on the bench. Kenneth Walker III handled the bulk of the ground game. He juked a man out of his unborn son's respect and scored the game's first points. The 12s were so loud, Stafford had to play rock, paper, scissors with his center's nut bucket.
A little booty tap. I need it.
Jackson Smith and Jigba had over 100 yards and one of the easiest touchdowns he's ever scored in the first half. This game turned on a dime, which I'm sure if Xavier Smith had, he would have dropped too. Smith was muffin punts. He lost it in the sun at 5:30 at night. It was one of his 2 fumbles on the day, 4 total for the Rams. Darnold made them pay with a strike to seldom used receiver Jake Bobo, whose last name is an anagram for boob. Sean McVay looked like he was getting a family portrait taken at the mall. Stafford worked him down the field again and slapped one on Davante Adams. McVay was freaking out. He drank 6 gallons of coffee and did a 5-hour energy in 2 minutes flat. Sam Darnold was threading needles like Coco Chanel. He found Cooper Kupp across the middle for 6. The Hawks stayed on top for most of the game, despite Reek Woolen getting flagged for unsportsmanlike behavior. He taunted the Rams bench, but how did the ref hear him when he was all the way over, right in fucking front of him?
Unless there's blood, don't call it.
It kept the drive alive.
I can't believe it's not bothering.
The Rams immediately targeted him with a 34-yard jizz missile to Puka Nacua. A beautiful catch, confirmed by the doorbell camera. So easy a caveman could do it. The Seahawks pantry ran out of snacks, and Jackson Smith and Jigba was Snacks and Smith and Bigba on his fingers. Both quarterbacks finished with over 300 yards and 3 scores. The Rams made 1 too many mistakes and ran out of time. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. Throw the emerald confetti and the fish. Sam Darnold got to the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Who could have guessed? In a game they could never play in, somehow the Jets lost the NFC Championship.
So we got ourselves a Super Bowl. These teams will compete for the 2 most prestigious trophies in all of sports, the Vince Lombardi Trophy and the Chubby Beaver Trophy. A 3D printed Lombardi Trophy that fell over while printing, so I glued a beaver and a top hat to it. The winning team earns the right to call this their own, but they had to come to my house to get it. I'm not paying for shipping. This ain't a charity. And next year, I'm gonna need it back because I only have the one. And now the salt pretzel of the week. Yummy. This week, the pretzel goes to domes. I have said it before, and I will say it again. I am pro-dome. People who are anti-dome consider themselves to be football purists, which is bullshit. You wouldn't want to do your job in extreme conditions either. Sure, playing in the snow or rain looks cinematic and romantic in a sports hernia kind of way. I'll give you that. But the weather outside is frightful, like the song says. And when it comes playoff time, I don't want weather being an influencer. Don't grind it out in some low-scoring slop fest. You're not Amish. Our forefathers did not advance roof technology just for us to get lazy now. That's all I got. Say hi to your mom for me. Peace.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
A little booty tap. I need it.